Hello Sagittarius and welcome to my channel White Angel Messages. I'm Angel. This is our third summer love bonus reading for the summer of 2025. It will cover July 21st to August the 4th and we'll have a reading every 2 weeks until the autumn equinox. First, we'll take a look at the specific days that are good and not so good for love. Then we're going to have some messages come from the tarot. And lastly, we'll finish off with an oracle card that will give us some advice to those that have been in a long-term relationship and would like to freshen things up, and those that are single looking for love. Now, like always, keep in mind, if something should not resonate, just check your other placements. The timestamps are all down below in the description box. Okay, so let's start by taking a look at our Venus and Mars placements, because Venus and Mars are our love couple, right? We have Venus, which is the goddess of love and beauty, and she symbolizes sweetness and harmony, while Mars is the god of war that symbolizes passion, and he also drives desire and physical energy. Together, these are the cosmic lovers, and they're very important in determining our romantic desires, our attractions, and all the forces that are at work in our intimate relationships. So let's start by looking at them and what they're doing and how that's going to influence us. Okay, we're going to start off with the 21st, the first day of this reading, in which we get a yellow light. So caution. Why? Well, on that day, Venus is going to be green. She's going to give us the green light, and Mars is going to give us the red light, just like in this picture. So basically, we have to use caution. Let's take a look at the details. The moon in Gemini will be in conjunction with Venus in Gemini, which is a really good day to spend with female energies. Okay, there is sweetness. It's all around. So if you're single, you can easily attract female company and you can have fun. However, Mars, okay, is in Virgo, and it's going to square with the moon in Gemini, which means that people can get argumentative, they act hastily, and disagreements can come up with the opposite sex. Okay, so how do we solve this problem? Because Venus is very sweet that day. Well, caution. What you can do is maybe attract female companies because you're single, and that will happen. However, do not keep the conversations too long or too complicated. In this way, you can avoid arguments or disagreements. So basically, you get to know them, you have their number, and that's where you cut it short, okay? Just to stay on the safe side. In this manner, we can take advantage of Venus's sweetness, keep the conversations light and short, and then pick up on another day. Okay, on the 23rd, however, it's a negative day. What's happening? Well, guess what? Yeah, Mars. Mars is in Virgo, and it's going to square with Venus in Gemini. Now, what's going to happen here is that there is sensuality and passion, because these two are the cosmic lovers, and they're going to clash, okay? So there is sensuality, there is passion, but there is disharmony. So irritations can come up, and this will trigger, unfortunately, one of the two to be unfaithful. It could happen, okay? So if we want to play it safe, take the day off, find an excuse and say, hey, let's meet up the next day. Because on the 24th, there is a beautiful green heart. Okay, the moon in Cancer will sextile with Mars in Virgo. And here you have the capability of saying the right thing, and the words will flow like a beautiful wave. You guys are attracted, and it's a really good relationship day. Okay, on the 26th, things get even better, because the 26th is a fantastic day for love. The moon in Leo will sextile with Venus in Gemini, okay? So it's great for marriages, for relationships in general, taking it to the next level. You can plan, actually you should plan a get-together with friends. You can call family in and socialize. Everything will go smoothly. Even singles, if you want to try to meet new people, you will be successful. Even if it's a blind date, everything will go well. So enjoy it, because, yeah, there's another red X coming up. The 28th, Mars again is upset. The god of war every once in a while gets upset. So we have the moon in Virgo going in conjunction with Mars in Virgo, which means irritation, violent words, gossip. Gossip actually makes really people get upset and nervous. There's going to be you're going to feel muscular tension within that day, okay? Now, if you are having marital problems, it could trigger a separation, so be very careful. This is definitely a day that you don't want to be around Mars, around the god of war. So if you are under stress, remember that stress can also lead to illness. Another reason why you should simply spend the day by yourself, away from everyone, which is the best thing to do. On the next day, the 29th, we've got another yellow light. Okay, what happens here? This is actually a partial red light at the beginning, which actually transforms into green. So that's why I'm giving you a caution here. And we'll hear it right at the end of the 29th. Here's the details. The 29th, we have the moon in Virgo, which squares Venus in Gemini, which is not a good day to bond at all. So stay away from emotions, stay away from female energies. It's simply not a good day, and it will be prone to arguments. Okay, but during the 29th, the moon is going to change. It's going to move into Libra. Libra is ruled by Venus. When the moon goes into Libra, you're going to see hearts all over the place. Love, partnership, love is in the air. Everyone wants to talk about getting together, staying together. They're all in a romantic mood and they want to spend time together. Okay, so you're going to be really attracted to this person. Even if you don't have any acquaintances, you will find them very easily. So at this point, we have a green light. But when does this actually happen? Well, I can actually tell you the time, but it's going to be different based on where you are, because we have different time zones in the world. And this is going to be on YouTube, so everyone can see it from a different country. So what I've done is I've taken a look, and to make it safe so that you don't miscalculate it, let's put it this way. From midnight of the 29th, as soon as the 29th is born, 00 hours, okay, up to the late afternoon, that's a red light. Stay away. Just stay on your own. In the late afternoon and evening, the whole world will have already had the moon move into Libra. So it's quite safe, okay? So romance is in the air. However, caution, just the same, even if it's green at the end of the day, keep it light, because you don't know who might have been irritated in the morning, okay? So keep it light and everything will go okay. On the 31st, I'm going to give you a beautiful green heart, but with a little bit of caution inside. That is, you can make it into a green heart if you wish, but you have to promise me two things. First of all, you're going to be very careful about what you say. We are under also the influence of Mercury, and there's a lot of misunderstandings and miscommunications and etc. So we have to be very careful about what we say. And second, you're going to stay away from people that are prone to disputes. Okay, in this manner, that heart will be completely green. Let's get into details. Venus is going to be in Cancer, which makes us more passive in love. We're going to want to receive it, and we're going to be very sensitive. So yeah, we will care for our loved ones, and we will be understanding, but the sensitivity is going to spark our imagination a little bit too much. So we can easily be influenced by what is said to us, and therefore be a little bit sensitive. Okay? Remember, we're under retrograde. Misunderstandings are easy here. So we have to be very careful. At the same time, we have the moon in Scorpio here that is going to trine with Venus in Cancer. So this means intense energy, passion, sensuality, impulsiveness. This is like great for passionate marriages. It's perfect, right? It's a beautiful green heart. It's also good for events to get together with friends and family. Perfect. So what do we do here? Why is there a yellow? Okay, like I said, you have to promise me to stay away from people that are argumentative, because the moon is in Scorpio. Now, Scorpios are great litigators, they're great lawyers, okay? But you don't want them if they're going to ruin the day for you. So you might find an excuse, maybe if you are organizing a party, that maybe the invitation slipped, or I thought I did send it to you, say something like that. Because they might just ruin something, or they might ruin the perfect atmosphere, okay? Yeah, that's the only thing I'm going to tell you, because otherwise this is up to you. Okay, the 1st of August, another red X. This should actually be, the whole square should be red. It's a really bad day. So these 3 days, especially the 1st of August, find something to do by yourself, which would be really good for yourself. On the 1st of August, people are going to feel lonely, whether they're in a relationship or a marriage. Loneliness will lead to sadness. Sadness can slide into depression, okay? So that's not the vibe that you want when approaching someone for a romantic encounter. It's not going to come back to you. You're going to ruin it. So it's best just to stay on your own and do something, maybe with friends, okay? But not with a romantic atmosphere at all. Venus here is also in Cancer, and it's going to square as well with Neptune. So Venus is squaring with 2 planets. So it's Okay, in this case, it's not good to sign contracts. And what I'm talking about here is a marriage contract, okay? It is a contract just like any other. Or maybe a rent contract because you want to live together. Any type of agreement that you come into, it's not a good idea to start it on the 1st of August. Read the terms and conditions very carefully because there could be something hidden from you, okay? This is really important. Also, if you are thinking about starting an affair, especially if it's a secret, and usually affairs are secretive, it's going to come to light. Sooner or later, it's going to come to light, and it's going to put you in a state of embarrassment. So, warning about that as well. The good day that's coming up is the 3rd of August, that you get a really nice green heart, because the moon is going to be in Scorpio, and it will sextile with Mars that is going to be in Virgo. So it's going to be one of those days that everything flows well. You say the right words come back. You're very attentive. People are attracted to you. You're attracted to them. It's a good relationship day, okay? Okay, Sag, so now we know how to navigate the days. Let's take a look at the messages from the tarot to see if we have any nudges to go in a certain direction, or if Spirit wants to pull you back and keep you safe from harm. Let's take a look at what your messages are for Sag between the 21st of July and the 4th of August. Oh, okay. These actually just turned around in my hands. Okay, we have the Ten of Swords coming in. Okay. Wow, someone is really tired. Really tired. And we have an Emperor figure, very stable. Okay. Something has a bitter taste in their mouth. There's something that's not going well. Okay. Really tired, exhausted. You've been working too much, because this is put together with the Emperor. That is a very stable figure. They work a lot. They have a position of authority. You're tired. Sag, you're really tired, and you have to take a break. You have to take a vacation. You have to unplug. This is what I'm picking up. Okay? So it's like, that's it. I can't take it anymore. I need a break. And yeah, you should be taking one. You should have people catering you instead of you doing all the work all the time. You should be catered to and taken care of, okay? Take that break. Take that holiday. Take a couple of days off, because you actually really do need it. Ooh, look at that. And look at all the possibilities that you have. You have so many choices. The Seven of Cups, okay? There's a lot of choices that you have. You don't know which one to choose, okay? And maybe you're a little bit undecided, but that's good. You have a lot of possibilities. Love, this is a love card. You have a lot of possibilities, and you should be taking some time off and thinking about love. And what choice do you want to make in love? What is it that you want to do? Okay, let's see. The Three of Cups is in the reverse. Yeah, you're lonely. You have a lot of choices, but you're still lonely, right? Because you're tired. You're doing too much. That's why. You still feel lonely. And you have the Four of Swords coming in, because you need peace. You need peace, rest, and relaxation. So you want this loneliness. You want to stay on your own. You should stay on your own. You might not need to look for people or have fun, etc., because you really need a lot of relaxing to do. A lot of, recuperation I'm hearing as well. I'm feeling it, and I'm also hearing it. And we also have the Eight of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, okay. Here, this is a little, you're staying where you are at the moment. It's not like you're walking away or anything. You're staying where you are. You're a little bit stagnant because you're really tired. And that's what I'm saying. Because what I'm picking up is if you rest, you'll be able to pick your energy up. And you do have a little bit of fear of making a mistake as you did in the past, because you have a lot of choices. But more than that, it's really slight. More than that, I'm picking up that you simply, this is another card that's doing it. You simply need to stay in bed and recuperate. Okay? And that's when you can actually change things. Yeah. Because otherwise you're stuck. You're going to be stuck where you are. In fact, Spirit is saying here, if you don't, you're going to be stuck. So take this rest. Okay? Just let the fishing rods fish for you. Take it. Because otherwise you're going to be stuck and you're going to stay there. And that's not good for you. Okay, so we have the Hangman in the reverse now. Okay? Yeah, again, stalling. Stand still. Okay? This is what's going to happen and nothing's going to change. Okay, if you, however, do rest, etc., this is what's coming in and waiting for you. Justice. This is a beautiful card to finish off with. You have Justice, and it's falling under the Seven of Cups because, you see, you have these choices to make. If you rest, things will change. If you don't rest, okay, things are just going to be left hanging there, and you're just hanging there, and nothing's changing, okay? You can recuperate your energy here. And you have Justice coming in. You have this truth, the truth coming in. And when the truth comes in, everything is clear. Okay, I'm picking up obviously because this is justice that has to do with law. But in any case, the truth is going to come in, and everything is going to change. Have faith that this is going to happen. Okay, and in the meantime, rest, because these choices that you have are also good. Not everything is like negative, or because you've been working too much, way too much. You've been stressing yourself out. Okay, know that justice is coming, so you can relax. Okay, Sag. Okay, now let's take an oracle card for those of you that are in a long-term relationship and you'd like to give it a little bit of zest, maybe spark up something. Let's see what advice is going to come out for you. There we go. Okay, and this time yours is learn lessons. Learn lessons and improve relationship quality. Okay, so this reading could also be for someone who has a stall in the relationship. If this is the case, why? Take a look at the lesson. Reflect on it, and it will improve. Because in fact, if we understand the whys of something, everything definitely gets better. Okay, now we'll take a look for the singles that are looking for love. A piece of advice for you from Spirit. Well, that was fast. Oh, nice one. They're telling you to begin again. Have faith. Begin again. Okay. Former lovers, when going through a lot of separation, reunite and reconsider your relationship. And then the simple life. Your love will be calm and simple without any major ups and downs. Okay, well, this is really nice because this is tranquility. And this is coming in perfectly for the fact that here you were called to a lot of rest. And because if you stay there stagnant, things won't change. Okay, and something's going to change. It's going to say like begin again, only this time around it's going to be simpler. It's going to be more peaceful, more tranquil. And it's not going to have those turbulent ups and downs. So it's like saying, okay, give it another chance. Let's try starting again. Okay, well, these are all very positive messages. Sag, our next appointment is for the 1st of August for the Tarotscopes, the general ones, so that you understand what's going on. And then we're going to go into depth in the love department on the 5th of August with another summer love bonus reading. So that way you can integrate it and have a really good comprehension of what's going on. I hope to see you there. In the meantime, thank you for being with me. Thank you for liking, for sharing, and also for subscribing. I really appreciate it. And I'll catch you on the next one, Sag. Bye-bye for now. From Angel.